Good morning. I'll throw a disclaimer out there. I might cough. I just went for a run, so my lungs are a little bit congested. But, anyways, big goals or even small goals and fails. There's a really interesting concept that can help you in varying ways in your life, whether it's with your dog or some goals of, let's say, being more active or not sleeping in. And it's called an if, when, then plan. This will not take long for me to describe, so just hang in there and I'll give some good examples. Okay, so the first thing is I have an issue with sleeping in. Now, my issue is not great. Sleeping in to me is like 5:30 a.m., but I really don't want to sleep in ever. I want to wake up 5 a.m. or earlier, and when I sleep in, it totally throws off my whole day. But the issue is it's easy for me to roll over and press snooze, and I'm sick of wasting that half an hour here and there because it just disrupts everything. So with this concept of if, when, then planning, the first thing you need to do is register a cue in a certain setting to further your goal. What does that mean? For instance, specifically with my sleeping in, when I set my alarm on my phone, which is what I do every night, I'm going to set my phone on my dresser. I'm going to cover my phone with a card of some capacity so that I cannot press snooze easily. And then I'm going to go to bed. So what this does is activate, as soon as I think about going to bed, I activate part one, which is get the phone, set the alarm, and throw an interruption in, okay? Then the second part is I take appropriate action spurred by the cue. So what happens is in the morning, I have to wake up and turn my alarm off, but I can't just roll over and press the button. So I have to get up. Part one is I have to walk, turn my light on so I can find my phone. Part two is walk to my phone. Part three is rip the card off. And part four is turn off the phone and get up. And then I don't, like today it worked famously. I was up at 5 a.m. rolling by 5:01, whereas yesterday I slept till 5:36 and it like honestly had a big effect on me. Anyway, there's various other ways you can address this, but you set yourself up preemptively of a place that you know you have an issue. So another example could be like, for instance, you go to a restaurant and let's just say you have trouble declining dessert, and what your goal is or target is to, let's say, eat healthier. But dessert is delicious, and I have an issue with this too. But anyway, so knowing that you're weak there, what you would do, for instance, is plan ahead, let's say now or before you go for supper, that when the server asks me if I want dessert, I'm going to order a coffee. So I'm going to say, no, thank you for the dessert, but I'd love to have a coffee. It's going to be, number one, you register the cue first, and then second part is you take action. Two. So registering the cue is saying, when they ask me for dessert, I'm going to say, no, could I have a tea? And then the action is when they actually ask you, you order the tea. It's going to be a lot easier for you to do that than just say no. Because on those days where you feel weak or tired or you have a craving, you're going to say yes. But I can bet you're going to have a 50% more likelihood to say no thanks, but I'd love a coffee, and have success with that continually. One example for me is with sugar as well. The issue is that I have this made up story in my head that if sugar is in front of me, I must consume it. There's no choice. I have no self-control, which is a lie. But anyways, I've uncovered that and I'm aware of it more now. So what I had to do is I had to buy a box of cookies, and I actually duct taped them just as an extra precaution and put them in my cabinet because I usually just avoid it. I avoid the sweets and buying them so that I don't have to use any self-control. But anyway, so for this, what I did to activate it is, number one, I'm thinking in my head when I have those cravings and I go to grab that box of cookies, I'm going to have a delay because it's covered in tape for me to think. So, but my action step is to get a bowl of frozen fruit and eat it. So the first thing I'm doing is registering the cue of, hello, what am I going to do? Okay, when I have this craving for cookies, I'm going to go grab a bowl of fruit. That's what I'm going to put in my head and plant it in there subconsciously. So when it actually happens, I go to that box of cookies, I'm like, da 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 da, bowl of fruit, bowl of fruit. And then the second part is I'm going to take the action step, which is go to the freezer, get the bowl of fruit, and consume it. And then, bam, craving's gone. I've ate something healthy, and I didn't feel shitty about myself after for not hitting my target of trying to eat more healthy. Anyways, this can be beneficial in many capacities of your life, and with dog training, for instance. You've got a few examples, so I won't continue on as I like to do sometimes. But you guys have a great day, okay?